Okay, looks like I have a few of you joining in. We'll get started here in just a minute. Hey Sue, hey Jamie. I don't know how many people we'll have in here today. It's kind of late in the afternoon, but some of them said they're going to have to watch it back on live, so I mean on the record. Hey Tammy. Yay! Yeah, I'm going to switch over here so you guys can see me. Hey everybody. We're going to get started. The first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to give it 2 or 3 more minutes because it's not quite 3 o'clock, is we're going to draw the Patreon gift card and Happy Mail winners. I was going to do it last week, but because of the internet issues, I didn't. I decided to wait and do it live today. So, we got 3 projects we're going to do today, but they're all kind of quick, so. Hey, Kathy. I'm going to be right back, guys. I'm showing that it's buffering just a little bit here, and the only thing on is my TV in the bedroom, so I'm going to go and turn that off. I'll be right back. Okay, maybe that'll take care of it. Might be YouTube. I don't know. There we go. I refreshed. I think that helped. And I turned everything off. I have no devices on at all. You weren't buffering? I was. Okay. So we'll go ahead and let me transition over to the computer screen so you guys can see everything. There we go. And as usual, I'm going to use random.org to draw our winners for Patreon. Let me pull up that file. There it is. All right. This first draw is going to be for the Happy Mail. These are the eligible patrons. So we will, if I can get my screens to cooperate with me here, there it is. I have, we don't count 1, 2 through 8. So 2 through 8. So let me put those numbers in and generate a winner. Number 2, Debbie Roberts. She's our winner on the Happy Mail. So if Debbie's here, let me know if you want the gift card or the Happy Mail, Debbie, and we'll get that out to you for $20 worth of either merchandise or on a gift card. So let me just highlight that. Oh, wrong one. Duh. I'm looking for my cell, and there we go. So I can highlight my winner. There we go. Got it. And now this is my gift card draws. All the names have been mixed up. Everybody's got the same number of draws that they're supposed to have in there. Whether you've got 1, 3, 5, 10, depending on your tier. And that starts at number 2 and goes down to 180. So let's go to the generator and change that number to 180. And let me just refresh this and make sure we get a good call on it. 2 to 180 and generate a number 155. So who's on line 155? Let's see. Here we go. Who is our winner? Sharon Foster is our winner. So, Sharon, you let me know what gift card you want. I will also announce this in the Patreon, on the Patreon page so that you guys know, and I will get those out to you. And I'm just going to get rid of this, guys. We don't need it anymore. Congratulations to Sharon and Debbie. And I want to welcome all the new patrons who have not been here before. You know what? You may be right on that, Sue. Did I look at it wrong? Let me pull that up and look at it again. Let's make sure I announce the right winner. On the Happy Mail. Yes, you're right. It was Robin Simmons. I apologize. Sorry about that, Debbie. Robin Simmons is the winner of the Happy Mail. So, Robin, if you're watching, let me know. I apologize. I did look at the line wrong. Robin Simmons is the winner of the Happy Mail. So, Robin, let me know. Yeah, you're right. So, she was the second person. I looked at it wrong. Instead of looking at the line number, I looked at the thing. So, Robin is the winner for the Happy Mail. Okay, so, lots of things happening. Guys, we started the 12 days of Christmas in July. And some of you know, you've seen the posts that we have the 3 days of boxes, the 3 days of cards, 3 days of sewing, 3 days of ornaments. And it's coming over the next, I don't know, 12, 15 days, because some of those sewing projects may take me more than a day, because doing 3 projects, and on those there may be 9 projects in all, and there may be 3 projects total on that, because sewing takes a little bit longer. But you are getting 3 days of boxes, and there are a total of 9 boxes coming. There's a total of 9 cards coming, and there's a total of 9 ornaments coming. And like I said, the sewing projects may only be 3. Hey, Levita. Because sewing takes longer, as you guys know, so it may take me a few days. I don't know that I can come up with 9 quick sewing projects, but I will try. If I can't, there will be 1 public file, 1 Patreon design file, and 1 Patreon exclusive file. And for you Patreons who don't know the difference, if you subscribe $5 or more on your pledge per month, you get all the files, which means the exclusive files too. Under 5, you only get the regular design files. So, just so everybody knows, especially our new ones, and again, I want to welcome all the new ones that we have this month. So, let's get that out of the way, and today we are going to do the interactive card that I showed on Monday. And with that, because it's a pretty quick card, it goes together pretty quick. For the new ones who don't know how to do this personalized box, we're going to put it together. It doesn't take 5 minutes. This was the public file because this file has been public for a while. All I did was put the poinsettia in it. And we're going to make that one. And then we're going to do the twisted top box. I am only going to do one. There are 2 versions of it. Let me switch over to the project camera so that you guys can see the difference. This one is the exclusive file, and it has the curved top to look like a paper bag at the top. This one is the exclusive file for the Patreons, and then this one has a little bit, it has a notch top. Basically the same box, but the top is a little bit different, and this one's a little more fun and festive for birthday parties and things like that. So, I don't know, you can put tons of things in these boxes, guys, but it's a different box. It's great for gift giving. I got these at the Dollar Tree, and, you know, they're $1. They're the Coca-Cola glasses, but they're the shape and size of a can, and I am going to be etching names on them, glass etching it. They fit absolutely perfectly into this box, as you can see. So this box is perfect for that. So if you want to use it for candles, for filling it with candies, you can judge what you can put in that just by the size of a Coke can. Will fit in there. So you can make it smaller. You can't make it much bigger. You can expand it and make it much bigger in the file if you want to, but it's not going to go much bigger because it's almost at 11.5 inches for the base piece anyway. So if you want those cups, you can get those at Dollar Tree. I don't know if they have them online. It's not going to let me. I don't think. Maybe. There we go. There's my Dollar Tree link if you guys need it. Nah, it's not going to let me post it, but we'll get it in the group if you guys need it. Another thing that I've been working on is last night I just saw something from years and years ago, and I thought, why aren't we making these in Design Space to go with all sorts of stuff, tablescapes. You could even use the new scoring tools and stuff and score their name on the foil poster board. You don't even have to write it, just score it in. Great for little place settings, to mix in with your backdrops of your flowers, your giant flowers, all sorts of things. You can use it for a tea light candle and just toss them on the table like confetti for your birthday parties and stuff. It took all of 5 minutes to cut these and fold them. Thanks, Sue. So, tons of things you can do with that. And then there's an Amazon link. I was doing these old school, flattening them with my Cuttlebug and drilling a hole in it with my Dremel and putting the epoxy over my cardstock. And then I was looking for where we could get the caps. And on Amazon, I found them already flattened with the epoxy dots that you can pop over your... That's the only one right now. Sue was the Dollar Tree. You can post Amazon if you want. But Amazon has these. You get 50 of them. You get 50 of the epoxy dots that go over the top. And it's like $10. And then there are some where you can buy them separate. They're like $4.99. I believe Jamie had those links. But tons of things you can do with these guys. You can use them for the center of bows, center of flowers. As you can see here, I drilled a hole and used them as tags on my boxes. So tons of things you can do with these. You can put anything in the center of them that you want. They're 1 inch circles. So lots of stuff there. All right, so let's go ahead and start our project. We're going to start with the interactive card, which I showed you guys on Monday. And when you pull it, the butterfly moves. It's just a small movement, but it's movement. And you can use different things. So today, I don't know that it's going to work, but I'm going to try it today. And I am going to do it as a Christmas theme. The mechanism is exactly the same. Nothing's going to change there. It's going to go together exactly the same way. All I did was flip it around and have this one pull to the right because my Santa on my print and cut is leaning the other way. And if this works, I will give you guys the file for all Patreons for this print and cut. Where I've already glued my little gift together, and I used the snowflake that was cut out of the box, put it in the center. And then we have our mechanism pieces. Oops, I didn't mean to make you guys dizzy. I just bumped my camera. Sorry about that. Yikes. I think that's back on where you guys can see. There we go. Okay, so you have in the file, if you did the butterfly file, you have your butterflies, you have all the pieces. You're going to glue your panel, your decorative panel, onto your card base and set it to the side. That's pretty self-explanatory there. And then you're going to have 3 butterflies where I just have a gift. I have the Santa and a gift. You have 4 of these in the file. And you're going to glue 2 together, creating 2 pieces. That's what you're going to have. And then you're going to need a couple of brads. Doesn't really matter what color they are. You're just going to need a couple of them. And what we're going to do here is we're going to, on this back piece, put a brad through there. And then put one of these pieces through there. Oops, I did that backwards. Sorry. Put your piece on there. And you'll see why. If I can get it to thread back through there. Put it on your piece here. Then I bent it down or something. It's not wanting to stay in there for me. There we go. And then feed it through. And then open it up on the back. This is the side that goes to your card panel. And you can lift it up enough to get the rest of these on there. It's not going to hurt anything. But if you want to put them together prior, you can do that too. And then I put this one in the same direction. So you can turn it up this way. And then put this one on. I can open it. There we go. And open it up. Make sure that it sits flat. Okay. And then you have this piece. And this is your pull piece. And all you're going to do on that one is I put it this way. I don't think it really matters. I think it'll be less drag if you do it this way. If I can find the holes to get them to line up. There we go. And then you're going to pop in that brad. And you're going to open that one up as well. So then you have your mechanism, just like that. And you can put this on first if you want, guys, or you can put your tape on first. This is 1/2-inch foam tape. And let's see. Hey, Wanda. You didn't get a notice? Maybe check your spam folder, Wanda. It might have gone into there. So I sent it through Patreon and on Facebook. Okay, so now that you have your mechanism, you can just move this out of the way however you want. And on the card, I believe I put some score lines. But you want to use 1/2-inch foam tape. You don't want it in the way of your mechanism. You want to get it as close to the edge as possible. And you're just going to run it down and keep it straight, April. That's not very straight, but you guys get the idea. Then you're going to, I just lift this up and move it out of my way. Do one down the back side, and like I said, if you can flip this around right or left hand side, it's up to you how you want to do it. You don't want it to hang out of the card. And I just dropped my mechanism. There we go. So then we've got that piece on, and then you want to run another strip this way, right on the edge. 3 pieces. And then there is a score mark of a square on there as well. And it's just to help guide you. It's not exact. I don't know if I can even see mine on here. You're going to put this card to the edge, flat to the edge. And then you're just going to cut just a small 1/2 inch square. It doesn't have to be very big. And you're going to place it right at the back, right there. So then you have this mechanism, and that's your stop. Okay? You're going to tie a piece of ribbon, or if you prefer, you can weld on a tab here for them to pull. Whatever you want to do. I like the ribbon so that they can just pull it. And you can put that on even after you do the card. But once you have that on there, then you're going to, of course, peel it. And I'm not going to peel yet. I'm going to line up. And what I'm going to do is just take very tiny pieces. I need a strip that I can make into a circle. You don't want this piece to touch. You don't want it to touch the card, and you don't want it to touch the brad. You can even make that hole a little bit larger for your project. If you're using the butterfly, it's plenty big enough to cover. I am using that little gift lid, so I'm going to need a really tiny piece. So I've got that tiny, tiny piece there. I'm going to remove that, and I'm just going to lay it down as close to that as I can get it without hindering the movement. And my arm is, and I'm just going to use my pokey tool to help me guide it through there. Just like that. And then you can peel. And then on these, I just lay this back right here. And I don't even peel that one. That's just a stop. It doesn't really make any difference. And then I'm just going to line up my card right over that. Hopefully I got it on there straight. And then just peel out the other lines. And then you have your mechanism ready. I am going to first put my lid on, and I'm not going to glue it down or anything yet. I want to make sure that I got it to where it lifts for me, because it's got to go over, because this is square, it's got to go over this piece just a little bit. If I'd done print and cut, it wouldn't matter, I don't think, but I want it to be able to twist. So there we go. Perfect. I think that's going to work. So now I'm just going to glue down, actually for time purposes, I'm just going to temporarily set that on there just to make sure that I have it where I want. Then I am just going to slightly set that one. And I will glue that to that foam, but I want to make sure that my edge is over that box. If you're doing this one, or and you can do this with animals or anything if you want their mouths to open. And then when they pull that ribbon, it's going to make the top of the box move. Okay? Does anybody have any questions about how that goes together? I'm not going to do the ribbon and everything, but you can see your ribbon goes on here just like so. It's the same exact thing. It's just a slight movement, but that's all you need for these. It doesn't need to... You can make the card longer and hook as many of those pieces as you want on there and get more movement if you want. But this is just a short one. So this file will be available. Well, the file is available for exclusive patrons, and I will add this one in there if you want the print and cut set up in the package because it's already sized. So that will get added in there for you guys who are exclusive patrons, but that is how that card goes together. Okay? And then you're just going to, of course, glue it onto the card. That's your mechanism that goes on the front. Is everybody with me on that one? Okay, this is the box that everyone has, but I'm not going to put it together yet. We're going to go ahead and take care of this little quickie here. This is the one that I released to everybody in public yesterday, and then we have some new patrons who may not know how this box goes together. And I'm just going to glue the decorative piece on the top here. This box will be gorgeous with some glitter cardstock or some foil even. How pretty is this going to be? Especially at Christmas time, guys. You're going to have shirts, things you've made you're going to want to put, and you know the t-shirts fit in these boxes just perfectly fine. I get that the right way. And I'm using art glitter glue on this. If you get off a little bit and you get glue on there like I did, it dries clear and matte. So I'm going to let that dry up just a little bit. I'm going to set it to the side. And we're going to work on the box bottom. And these are scored. And if you've got the new scoring wheel with your makers, guys, it's going to make this a whole lot easier. You're not going to get cracks in your craft board. This is Cricut craft board. And it is on sale right now at Cricut. It's time to get it. Stock up on your supplies. You're going to be making all your Christmas stuff here in the next 6 months, getting ready, because you know you don't want to wait till the last minute to make handmade items. It just doesn't work. Things like this just don't go last minute. But you're going to fold all your scores as normal, and then you're going to glue all your tabs to the inside, keeping your box square. Just make sure that the corners are nice and tight and square. Just like that. You don't want them to be off or your lid won't fit well. And art glitter glue gives you a little bit of time to maneuver, but it dries really quick and it holds. Doesn't pop apart. Hi, Karen. Glad you joined us. I know I can't wait either. So there is the base of the box. That's all there is to it. Just a few seconds to put it together. Then you have the lid. And you want to be a little bit careful on your lid because you have just a thin line here, but the scoring wheel is going to help with that and make it easier. But just take your time and fold that in the same manner that you did the base. I like to fold mine first and then put in my acetate. You guys are going to want that scoring wheel with 9 days of boxes. I did the 3 boxes yesterday. Today, you're getting 3 cards. Because I'm going to try to mix it up for you guys. Because we don't want to get bored with just boxes for 3 days straight. But there's going to be 9 total files. So that way you're not giving every single person in your family the same box or card, or, you know, you're going to have some variety. We are also going to do 12 days of Christmas, but it's only going to be maybe 1 or 2 files per day in December. I did it last year. I did 12 days of Christmas and gave you guys all sorts of files. We did 12 days of ornaments last year, but this year I'm going to do miscellaneous projects. Maybe some gifts for all these boxes and cards. And you're just gluing the lid together exactly like you did the box bottom. All the tabs go to the inside. You don't want to glue your tabs on the outside. That's not going to make a pretty box. And then once you've done that, I use the Cricut foil acetate because it just, in my opinion, it's just the best. It's the crown jewel. But make sure that you peel on the back side of your, if it's gold or it's black, you can tell because it's on the back side of your acetate, that clear plastic sheet. You want to get that off of there. I've got glue all over my desk here. And then you're going to, for time purposes, you can use art glitter glue. It will glue it in here. But I am just going to, and you can use this as well. This is just a combo tape runner. I don't even know if it's sticking there. It's clear. But just along your edges, and then pop that into place. I've got glue in there. I'm going to have to pop that out and get that out of there. Got glue all over my fingers, guys. I've been working on cards and everything today, so that's where it's coming from. And then you're just going to pop that down in there. And then this frame is going to be glued on top just to finish it off and give it a finished look. A lot of people don't do that in their boxes, but I like to have the finished look. I cut that frame the same color as I cut my main lid paper. And then, of course, it fits right on the box. How pretty is that? Yeah, I have it, Levada, let's see. There you go. I don't know why it's not letting me post it, but that is it. If somebody can grab that, either Jamie or Sue, possibly. Isn't that pretty? Jamie, didn't he come out good? And this is a Design Space image, guys, so it's in access for you. That's how easy that box goes together. That's right. YouTube doesn't allow it. Levada will put, we'll post it in the group for you, Levada, so that you'll have it. Yeah, it's in all the groups. Just click on any of the Cricut links and it'll take you there. So don't leave out your frame, guys. Make sure you either glue that on or score tape it down, whatever you want to use. This is the Tombow. It's completely clear. I sell this in my store too at craftingwithapril.co. So you can use it on that foil acetate if you want. So let's get to the twisted top box. Okay. And you're going to have all your little pieces, of course. And you don't want to make the mistake I made on this. I know in my photo you can see that it bent my cardstock there. But there's a reason for that. I forgot to do a fold. So we're going to start with that fold so that it doesn't happen to you guys. Make sure you fold this top back on its score line and then fold it this way. I did not fold it at all. I ended up having to unglue that box with my X-Acto knife or True Control knife, whatever you want to call it, and redo it. And then I am just, because I can't hardly see my scores because I don't have the scoring wheel yet. You're going to fold on all 4 score lines, creating the box. And this is, I keep bumping that camera, guys. I apologize. This is kind of a tall box. This is the Deluxe Paper Rose Medley. It's the Anna Griffith paper. And it should be on sale as well right now. If you have access, you're getting 50% off, guys. That's a huge sale. This is the time to stock up on your supplies for Christmas. 50% off, and then the group codes and access and circle all those discounts. Yes, it's the foil acetate Levada. We're going to be using it in this box too. I've already cut it and peeled the back off of it. So now you've got all of these scores folded. The top is folded. You will not get that box closed if you don't fold that. Trust me. And then you're going to fold the bottom. One of these you want to be careful because you don't want to tear that. It has a slit in it. You really don't even have to fold it. It's floppy. It's supposed to be. And then you have all the base folded. Then you're going to glue this tab along this end. And that's why I have glue on my table. You guys know I'm a messy gluer. And then I just fold it flat here and give it a good press. Give it time to set. Make sure it's square. I got you, Levada. Fill that card up, honey. The acetate from Cricut, that foil acetate, even in the pastels, the foils, all of them, you can't beat it. It's nice, it's thick, it's heavy. It looks professional when you use it in a project. There's just no comparison there. And yes, some of you may be asking why I'm not putting this on first and putting my decorative pieces on while it's flat. And I tried it that way, and it's just easier to work the box this way. So you're just going to fold in the bottom, and it doesn't matter however you want to do that. I'm putting the slit piece first, but I am going to glue them together. So my box is getting tall. And just a little bit. It doesn't need a whole lot of glue. And then I'm going to fold a flap over on it. And from the inside, I'm going to press it down just so it gets a hold. And then I'm going to also glue this tab. And again, I'm just going to press it down from the inside. And this is why I didn't put my windows on first. And then this tab fits in here, but I do glue mine, so I don't want it to pop loose, especially if you put something like this glass in the bottom. You don't want that coming out because it is slightly heavy. The box will support it if it's glued at the bottom. And I just put glue on the tab, and then I'm running it into that slit, and then from the inside I can press it with my finger. Press it down and get a good press on it. Make sure it's in. And mine slid. Yeah, there we go. Now, press it down. And then you have the base. Next, you can work the top, or you can work your windows and your decorative pieces. And this is the easiest way I found. I know that it has a lot of little weird score marks on it. But with your scoring wheel, this box was designed for the scoring wheel, guys. But I did mine with my maker and the regular stylus, so you can do it. But you're just going to kind of press it in, and then you're going to go the other way and press it in. You want to work this box. It will develop a memory. The first fold is going to be a little bit difficult, and it's going to be hard to do. But as you're pulling this down, you see I'm pushing this in, and I'm pressing down. And I'm doing the same thing all the way around to get that twist in there. And then you're just basically going to open it up. And like I said, the first time you do it, it's really hard to do, and it may bend a little bit. This is supposed to look like a paper bag at the top. It's okay if it gets bent. You want it to be a little bit bent. But it will develop a memory, and especially after you get your decorative pieces on it, and then it folds. I mean, look how quick and easy that folded with just one little finger press. Your first fold is the hardest one to do. It's the exact same on the other box. The only difference is the decorative top pieces is the only difference on these boxes. One is more fun fold, and one is more of a twisted candy or a paper bag fold. Then you have your decorative pieces. There are score lines on them, and I just barely, I use that more of a guide than I did an actual fold. You don't have to fold this piece. You can even eliminate it out of the file if you want to, so that it's not scored if you're using the scoring wheel. I would not use the double on that piece. If you're going to use your wheel, use the single, or either just remove the score off of this completely. But I just put just a slight bend in it. It just helps bend a little bit. And you're just going to glue those down on the 4 top pieces. Pay attention to those little bitty corners because you don't want those popping up on you. You want to make sure that they're glued down. And if you miss one, just go back and glue it down. Well, I look at it like this, Levada. All the gifts that we use to make our Cricut with, if you're going to go through the trouble to make a handmade gift, I like to present mine nicely, and I prefer to make that as well. So if I'm going to make a handmade gift, I'm going to make the container for it when I give it, and I like to make my card to go with it as well. So that's why I do a lot of boxes, because you never know what you're going to need. The scoring wheel will be available in 6 days, Wanda. 6 more days, the 20th. So there you have that. And I forgot my ribbon, so I'm just going to grab some real quick. Let's see. I'm going to use this little champagne ribbon I have here. I think that'll go nice with it. That looks good. But I'm just going to cut off a small length of ribbon here. It's up to you how long you want it. And I'm just going to fold it over. And I want about maybe that much hanging. And I'm going to just do a knot. And I'm not going to tie it really tight. It doesn't need to be really tight. And then I'm going to tie a second one almost right below it. It doesn't have to be 2 or 3 inches down. It can be just right below. And you can eliminate this. You don't even have to have this if you don't want it. And then I'm just going to trim it up. And then open up the box. And you'll notice there's slits. These slits are to help you with that twist to make the paper give. You need those. Don't take those out of there or you're going to have a really hard time getting this box to open and close for you. And then through one of those slits, all I did was pull the ribbon up, just one knot past it. That way one knot is on the inside of the slit, one knot is on the outside. Let's see if you guys can see that. Okay? And then when I close the box, you see how easy it's closing now. Like I said, it'll develop a memory. Then you have your little decorative piece there. Then I'm putting on my windows. I put the window on first, and I did not put these on the inside intentionally. That way, whatever gift, because it's a taller box, it's not like the flat box that we did a while ago. This is a taller box. And things going in and out of it, candles, you don't want it catching on your acetate or and you don't want to have to put that extra piece on it. You can if you want to do it that way and just put a piece on the inside. That's up to you. But I found that it worked just perfectly fine right here on the outside. I put down the acetate on all 4 sides. And I just run a teeny tiny bit of glue. You don't need a whole lot. I'll show you in just a second, Wanda. I bought these Coca-Cola glasses from Dollar Tree, and I'm going to etch the names on them. Like the cans that have Share a Coke. It's the same size. It's shaped like the can. I'm going to etch their names on them. This one has one in there. They fit in this box perfectly. So the size of a Coke can will work. Don't forget, guys, make sure that you peeled your plastic off of your acetate before you put it on there. If not, it will pull loose from there, and then you will lose your windows. Ooh, I got some on the inside of that one. I'm glad this stuff dries clear. Let's see if I can clean that up a little bit. And you want to try to keep the glue off your acetate if you can. It does dry matte. You'll see a smear, but you can take a little alcohol on a Q-tip and clean it off. Then you got all the windows on. Next, your solid frames. And I just put a little bit of glue all around the edge of those and pop those on, lining those up. And again, you can clean up any glue with a little bit of alcohol on a Q-tip. Then I took this frame, and instead of trying to glue all that little, I just did small dots of glue on the scalloped part of this after I put it on. And then ran a little bead just around the edge there and popped them on. You could run this through your Xyron, your Creative Station, if you want to clean up all those little glue hairs. Yes, you can replay it, Wanda. You can replay. So you're just going to repeat that on all four sides with these. And then I'll show you how we're going to do that other piece if you want it. It's optional, totally optional. Don't have to have it. Any big dots of glue, I just kind of brush to the edges and it takes on those little pieces. I am loving this box and this paper. Of course, I'm partial to this paper as well, so that might be what it is. I use this paper a lot. Does anybody have any Design Space questions or any project questions? This little bit of glue is probably overkill, but I don't want it to lift up on me around the window. One more. And you can also, guys, on this box, if you only want one window and to have up front, if you don't know, use your contour and just contour out the other windows. I went ahead and put them in there so if you wanted 4 windows on it, they would already be lined up and ready to go. And you wouldn't have to worry about, are they even, or, you know, are they in the same spot all the way around? I went ahead and put them in because it's just easier to contour them out than it is to add them in. So you can have 1 window, 2 windows, 3 windows, 4. Totally up to you, however you want to do it. And yeah, I just kind of rub those in and smear it into that glue. Love Art Glitter Glue. Dries clear, matte. Don't have to worry about it, especially on little pieces like that. I love that. This is the green leafy part out of there that I did those windows with. Then this, you need to determine how you want this piece to go or if you want this piece. And I'm not sure I'm going to put it on this box because I love this black and white stripe so much. But this piece goes right here. And there is a score on that just in case you need it, just for lining up. I would personally take it off. I may have taken it off. It may be on there, it may be off. So check it and see, and if you want to detach that score and duplicate it, they're all the same size, but you're just going to lay them in there. You're going to glue those in. What do you guys think on this one? In or put this piece on or no? What do you guys think? Leave it off. I don't think it needs it either because this paper is so pretty. Now on this one I did it so that it had that little pop of red color for Christmas. So you can see where it goes. As it's folded, you're just going to lay it up in there on all 4 sides. But that's just an extra piece. If you guys need it, you don't have to use it. You can eliminate it from the file. Or just hide it. I wouldn't eliminate it because you never know when you're going to run up on a paper or use some paper combination where you need it. But I think that's perfect for this one. And then they can just kind of pull that ribbon. I wouldn't pull it too tight. Just make sure that it's in there. You can even glue that right there to the bottom here if you want so that it doesn't pull through. But you're just going to pop open the top. And like I said, this will hold a Coke can size gift. Now all it needs is a tag. So I will drill my Dremel, put a hole in that one, and put it on there. You could even just glue your tags on there if you're using those. But I think I'm going to drill a hole in mine and hang it like I did the others. I don't know. We'll see. But that's all there is to that, making that box. That would even be good to hold the ribbon where it doesn't pull through if you guys wanted to do that. You could do that as well. Or maybe take the window out of one side and put it in there. Totally up to you on those. Okay. Yeah, they could use it as a tree ornament that way, Sue. Little memorabilia thing. Does anybody have any more questions? Any questions about any of the projects we covered today, or any projects that you have going on? Any questions about the 12 days of July? Looks like everybody's good. Okay, again, thank you to all the Patreons. I appreciate your support. Thank you, all you new Patreons. Welcome. We will do this again August, the first Saturday in August. And we'll go over projects. I'll have projects for you to do, and you can ask questions. Congratulations to Robin Simmons, Happy Mail winner, and to Sharon Foster, $20 gift card winner for the July Patreon draws. Guys, we are almost, I have got just over 100 Patreons. We get to 125 Patreons, and I'm going to do a special draw. Don't know what I'm going to give away yet, what we're going to do, but there will be a special drawing held when we hit 125. So keep that in mind. Invite your friends. Have them join. We get to 250 patrons, and we might give away a Cricut. Who knows? So you guys, if you have any questions that we didn't cover here or you forgot to ask over in the secret group. I'll post the Cricut shopping link for you guys. So our group is growing, and we want to keep it growing. You guys are going to get everything first. You guys get the red carpet treatment, so everything comes to you first. If you need anything, don't hesitate to message me, because sometimes I am not on Facebook and life happens and I have to step away. But if you need something immediately, please message me. You are very, very important to me. You guys have a wonderful rest of the weekend, and I'll see you over in the groups. Thank you, moderators Sue, Jamie, Catherine. Much appreciated. Thank you for your time, gals.